Hi guys, it's J Rhymes here. Um, yes, it's me, but just like you are you, I am me, and just like I am me, you are you. I just wanted to say something real quick. I don't think this video is gonna be long, but bad habits suck. Like, I'm gonna give you a brief intro about what I mean because I'm just at a point where I just don't know. Like, I really don't know. Life is just so fucking crazy. Um, but I started smoking nicotine when I was around 15. Also started smoking weed around that time as well. I never really been a drinker, so that's not something I ever really struggled with. But I know that people do struggle with that as well. And it's sad because if you don't fall into one addiction, you fall into the next. You know what I mean? How they say, like, if you stop one thing, you go into something else. That wasn't really the case for me. I've always just been doing what I've been doing. You see what I'm saying? And it's been hard for me to stop doing what I was doing. I think when I stopped smoking weed, I kind of had to because I got a head injury or whatever. But nicotine has been the worst thing I ever picked up. Worst thing. And everybody will say that. You know what I mean? Everybody will say, nicotine is just so bad for you. And it is. But everything is bad for you if you do it obsessively. You see what I'm saying? And I realized that, like, I am addicted to nicotine. And sometimes you have to admit your flaws. You have to admit your flaws to yourself to realize, like, this isn't good. At first, it was just, smoking the cigarettes because, my mom was smoking cigarettes at the time. And I kind of blame her. But I can't put the fault on anybody but myself. But seeing it around me was just it was like an insinuation that it's okay to do. And for the longest time, she didn't know I smoked. And at one point, she did know I smoked, and she would allow me to smoke with her. And I think that's what gave my brain the okay of, like, okay, this is okay for me to do because my mom accepts it, and she does it as well, and all these things. But I'm 23 right now, and honestly, this is not good. Like, it really isn't good, and I'm laughing about it, but I'm really dead ass serious. Like, it's not good. And I started a new routine today because I work night shifts now, and I actually did most of the routine, and I'm really proud of myself. But then I went back to smoking again. Wasn't smoking all day, and then I smoked. And it sucks because it's like this is the last thing I need to let go of to, like, really be sober, like really have nothing in my system. And I'm not the kind of person to even really take pain medicine when I'm in pain because I don't like the feeling, but yet I'll smoke a cigarette. And I'm not here for the judgment. I'm here to say, like, if you're going through anything with addiction, I know it's hard. I know that you feel like you're never going to let it go. I feel like you want to let it go. You just don't know how. And I'm at the same point right now where it's just like I can't see it not being in my life. Like, when I smoke because I get stressed out. I smoke to, focus because, of all these things. And I know what the studies say. It doesn't really help with that, but it makes me feel that way. You see what I'm saying? And so going through it and, doing what I'm doing, it's actually making me more depressed because I want to let go of it so bad. And this is how I felt right before I stopped smoking weed. I wanted to let go of it so bad, and then I let it go. And same for this. It's like I'm at the point where all I have is but to let it go. And I'm scared of what life looks like without it. And I know you're probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I'm being honest because it's a daily thing I do. And you probably have that one daily thing that is not good that you do, but you do it. But what I'm trying to say is that if you don't know what to do, give it to the Lord, bro. Like, give it to the Lord. And that's what I'm realizing. Like, give it to something higher than yourself. I'm tired of this life. I'm tired of living this life of addiction. I was a drug baby when I grew up. My mom was a drug addict. And so I have addictive tendencies naturally. You know, I'm glad that I, fight for myself and do what I have to do, but it's not impossible to get addicted to anything. You see what I'm saying? You always gonna get addicted to something. You see what I'm saying? It's just what you get addicted to. So I have to find something positive to replace this bad habit with, because it's not working for me and I don't know if it's working for you. And we need to try to become the best versions of ourselves. And I can't say I'm the best version of myself when I'm low-key killing myself. It's a battle that we're fighting here with our mind. Our mind is so much more powerful than you actually think it is. And we sit here and make excuses for what we do, and then we complain about the consequences that follow through after that. I don't want to get to that point, and I don't want you to get to that point either. And it's just like, I'm ashamed of myself, you know what I mean? But I can't bash myself, because when I do bash myself, that's when I stop moving. That's when I get stagnant. That's when I get, put in this procrastinating mindset, or I start to dwell and I start to get depressed. So I have to figure out a way to fix this shit, not quickly, but efficiently, so I never do this shit again. It's the worst mistake I ever did. And a lot of people will say that, when they start smoking or they start doing drugs, oh, it's such a good thing that I'm doing. They get to a point where they can't take it anymore. But their body depends on it. Their mind depends on it. The way they feel depends on it. And I don't want to be codependent on anything. And I don't want you to be codependent on anything either. Learn how to fight for yourself. I read a quote, and it said, do it when you're tired, do it when you're happy, do it when you're depressed, just do it, And it's not from Nike. It was a different thing. But yes, the saying is just do it. It's going to feel like hell. I know it is. I already know it is. But when I do it, I'm going to feel like I'm in heaven. I know I am. Right now, it feels like hell. But right now, where I'm at, They always say the things that you think are good are leading you somewhere bad. But the things that you think are bad might be leading you to somewhere good. For the longest time, I thought that stopping doing what I was doing was just going to be pointless. But now I'm realizing that it might lead me in a different direction that I might be ready for. Life is changing every day. We have the power to change. We have the power to grow. We have the power to do things that they feel like we don't have control over. We do have control over this shit. Come on, we got this, bro. Like, real shit, you do have control over what you put in your body and what you do and how you do things. You don't have control over everything else, the external factor, but what you do have control over, take it and use that shit. Why the fuck am I not using that shit? I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be frustrated. I'm going to feel like, because, nicotine withdrawals are intense. Like, I don't know. A lot of people might not be addicted to nicotine. I don't know what you're addicted to. But for me, I know that I've stopped and I've tried multiple times. And this shit is not easy. But I'm going to have to suffer in order to get what I need. Because I want this shit now. I want to be better. I want to grow. I want to feel good. I'm tired. Aren't you tired? I'm tired. So, know that you have control over what you do. Don't make excuses. I'm tired of making excuses. I've been doing it for too long. It's time to wake up.